Hey guys, welcome to the newest episode of Bluray Tuesday with Terrell. All right guys, we are back, and I feel like this was the longest week, but the shortest week since last week. But I don't know, something is definitely in the air. I know it's holiday season. At work, right after Halloween, we just got Christmas music, and like Jingle Bells is stuck in my head. All these versions of Silent Night. Crazy. But anyway, so today at work was just really weird. All day today was kind of weird. It was odd. There's a lot of deaths happening in the world, celebrities and people that I know. That's kind of, yeah, end of the year, they're going out with a bang. But, literally. But today at work, it was really odd. I went to go, because we have these locks on the restroom, so people need to go use the restroom. I go open the door for them or whatnot. There was this guy that had to go to the bathroom, so I went to go open the door. And there was a guy exiting, like he was washing his hands or something, and he was like drying them or whatever, and I was trying to open the door, but there was like this thing in the way, so I had to like move it, and the guy was trying to come through, and I was like, oh, sorry about that, or sorry, you know, trying to, you know, be courteous, you know, I'm at work. And the guy is just like, your sorry's not accepted. And I'm like, the fuck? Like this guy, he looked a mess. He had on this like Hawaiian shirt when it's cold as fuck outside and these shorts. He obviously was from a different timeline or something. I don't know. He was from somewhere else. He might have had a day too. Maybe he had a bad day. But he was rude as fuck. I was just saying sorry. You know, maybe I shouldn't have. I say sorry a lot, but bitch, he didn't deserve it. Talking about he don't accept my sorry. And then as I walk in, he was like an asshole, right? Speaking of asshole, you walk in, it smelled so fucking bad. I don't know what the hell caught up his ass, because he definitely took a shit. That whole bathroom smelled like, oh, damn it, I bite you. I don't know. This shit was disgusting. I don't know. I've never smelled shit before, you know, farts and stuff. But this smelled horrible. I've never smelled this smell before in my life, and it lingered. Like, when I came back later, because I actually had to go, not take a shit, but I had to go to the bathroom, and it smelled so bad. It's like stale shit. Like, how? I don't know, this white man, it was this white man, he had this frizzy fucking hair. He looked a mess. And that's probably why he was mad, because his ass was stinking. But I don't know. I don't know if maybe he didn't shower, or maybe the shit from the shit before was stinking, so it all came out. I don't know. Sorry, TMI, but that shit was nasty, and he was rude, so fuck him. All right, and then I go, you know, I'm going home, you know, I live very close to work, so I'm just, you know, walking home, and there's this dealership, right? I pass by a dealership. There's this big man in this SUV truck, right? He's pulling out, or about to pull out. He's looking his both ways, like, as you should, but not very good enough, because I'm walking by, and the nigga hit me! I got hit by a car, y'all. My life flashed before my eyes, y'all. I got hit by the motherfucking car. I got, like, right here, like, on my side. You know, I ran up. You know, bitch don't run. I don't run. So when I saw this car and this, usually, you know, in these movies, I see people just stop and be like, oh no, I'm gonna get hit. Bitch, not me. I actually ran forward, and the fucking car shoved, it like hit my whole side. And in the moment, I'm like, I guess I was in shock or something. I don't know, because it didn't hurt or anything. It just like I got bumped. I felt like the Hulk. I felt like Superman or something. But the guy was just super apologetic, kept saying sorry. He says, I can't see. I'm so sorry, I can't see. Bitch, why are you driving? I told him, I said, why are you driving? And then he just drove off. And bitch, I was just such a shock, I didn't feel anything. But as I go home, my whole hand hurts right now. Like, it's just awful. My arm, this is where he hit me, this whole part. I swung and did a little spin. You know, he got a show. But in the moment, I gotta laugh about it now, but that was a fucking, I don't know, it was an experience. So y'all be careful where y'all going, because people don't care. That's just my little advice for y'all. It's like you can't even walk across the street, you're gonna get hit by somebody. It was crazy. And I didn't get any information or nothing. He just drove off in his little SUV, and he obviously blind, so he might be dead, who knows. But moving on. I want to talk about Scream. Y'all know I love Scream, and that got pushed up. And Jenny Ortega today talked about how this movie got pushed up to March 10th versus March 31st, by the way, 2023. Jenny Ortega, who plays Tara in Scream 5 and 6, the sister of the main character, Sam, she said in an interview that Scream 6 is supposed to be extremely gory and it's supposed to be action-packed. And in my head, I'm like, oh shit, I'm excited. I'm here for the gore. I'm here for maybe there's some good chase scenes. It takes place in New York. That's a fast-paced area. So I'm sure, you know, this is gonna be fun. But then I thought about it. Action-packed or action-heavy. What? Scream ain't no action movie. Scream is a suspenseful thriller, and it's supposed to be scary. Bitch, what we don't even, I don't want no Die Hard. I don't want no fucking Matrix in my Scream movie. So I hope they ain't going overboard with this Scream 6 now. I don't want no action movie blowing up. No. But we'll see. Stay tuned. You already took Nev Campbell out. We ain't got Sydney. And now we got to hear about an action movie. This ain't Mission Impossible. This is Scream. But yeah, but that only part that kind of like took me by surprise. I was like, what the fuck? But anyways, I'm excited for that. What else? We got hell shit. Oh, there's a lot of Christmas horror coming out, y'all. This is Christmas movie coming out December 9th. Christmas horror something. Oh, fuck, I forgot the name of it. But anyways, it's a Santa Claus on the cover, and it's dropping next month. I can't wait for that. There's also other Christmas movies that are kind of like horror stories, like Lindsay Lohan's return to acting. She's gonna be a Netflix Christmas movie. It's probably be a horror story in itself, but I'm excited for that. Shout out to Lindsay. And yeah, we're gonna get into something else. So last week I reviewed Jackie Kong's comic book for Survive the Night, which is really fun. I had a lot of fun with that comic book. I'm looking forward to issue 2. So for this week, I want to review a comic from our friend of the Overlook Hour and Overlook Theater is Zach Carter's The Denim Devil. Isn't this cool? Look at this cover. So this is issue 1 of 5, and you guys can follow them on Instagram at The Denim Devil. And yeah, so Zach Carter is awesome. He wrote the story, and he partnered with Mr. Jared Yanez. I hope I got your name right, but he did the artwork. So isn't this cool? Look at this, The Denim Devil. So I'm here for slashers, and I'm here for crazy stories, and this is where it's at. So y'all better tune in. Y'all better go get you a copy. We don't get into it. So The Denim Devil. So I'm gonna give you a little sneak peek of what you'll entail for. So basically, it starts off with this little boy watching this horror movie or something on this screen. I guess he's being babysat by somebody, and this guy is just feeding him all this nonsense and all this gory shit. And then this woman walks in talking about, oh, why are you rotting his mind with all this madness and all this X, Y, and Z? And I guess they watching him. I guess his daddy's MIA. I don't know, but basically they're calling him. No one knows who his daddy is, and basically 15 years later, we get. Let's just show you. So 15 years later, I'm gonna give you a little sneak peek. I hope you don't get cut. But this is for mature audiences. We're gonna tell you that right now. But look at this. You got this figure watching these people fuck. They just getting it in. We don't want to show too much. But yeah, y'all gotta get into this. So it says on here too, suggested for mature readers. So you gotta be mature to read this, all right, you YouTubers? Be mature. All right, so there's a killer, and he's like, he basically, I don't know, 15 years later, there's this guy. We don't know much about this guy, but he's a denim devil. Anyway, so he's watching them, and there's this girl walking by on the phone, whatever, talking about, oh, these people are just having sex. I can hear the balls clap her ass a mile away. And I was like, damn, what am I reading? This is great. Okay. So she goes home. Let me tell you, she walking, look at her. She walking on the phone, talking to whoever the hell she's talking to. And she gets home, and she must have been feeling some type of way, because after she just watched what she watched, she was feeling it. You know, she getting a little horny. So she gets home, and she goes to get her little, her toy. Oh, actually, it wasn't hers, actually. That's a spoiler lightweight. But she goes to get her little dildo. Look at that. Why is she going to get a dildo? Anyway, she's gonna go have some fun. She was all excited for that, and you had a figure following her. So mind you, you get the stalker stuff, you get the slasher in this, there's a couple cool kills, but it's raunchy too. So it's really funny that this girl gets this dildo, and it happens to be her friend's dildo. She was borrowing it. I guess they shared the toys. And basically this killer is like stalking her. But what's funny is she fights back. So this girl, he go in her house. He a doofus of a slasher. You'll see. This girl slaps him over the head with a dildo. She pushes him out the window, and he still get up and go. He gets stabbed too. She throws shit out the window. She got great aim. And then he goes back home, and then he's just a doofus. The knife is still in his chest, and then you get this other side story. I don't want to get too much into this, but there's this girl who has to go. I don't know. He's about to meet the final girl. I think this girl, she's like a who cleans houses? What do they call maid? She a maid. So they give her this lighter. I don't know. This girl, this figure of speech, to go basically blow up this building where he lives. But bitch, do they know that he lived there? He's well known in the community. I guess he just be stalking people. But I just love the way he looks. This is awesome. I want to see where this goes, like honestly, because look at this. He's here sitting next to his friend, his dead friend. Look at that, that's crazy. But I'm here for this. It's raunchy. It's not something that I thought was gonna happen. Look at this, the stories. He's like, oh, guess what? I bet you what happened is gonna be on the news. And it wasn't on the news. So I guess this guy, he's not very well known or appreciated as a slasher. So I don't know. I don't know if maybe going forward he's gonna try his best to be well known, or try his best to be less of a doofus, but this is where the comical relief comes. And gruesome homicide, double even. That's like the little how you read it. If you know, you know. This is awesome. Look at this. Yes, but I'm here for it. It's raunchy, fun, it's a slasher, and it's comedy. So get into it. Zach, you did your thing. And if you want to watch more about his get in the mind of Zach, he has a film called Spunk is Not Dead. Yes, I said Spunk. Spunk is Not Dead. You can find it on Amazon, I think, or you can find it on VOD somewhere. And also, he's in another movie he did, Boner Juice. See? Boner Juice. What's the name of this movie? Or his other movie called The Unquenchable Thirst for Boner Juice. I don't know. You gotta check it out. It's funny. It's fun. You know, like, don't take life seriously. Seriously. All right, The Denim Devil. I highly just suggest you guys check this out. This and Survive the Night are super fun reads. Like if you guys are like into like slashers, horror, and comedy, this is it. And this is really great, well written, and it keeps you on the edge. Like look at this. This is amazing. If y'all just seen this picture, wouldn't y'all want to read this? The Denim Devil. Get into it. All right, guys, so also started this week, we're in early November, and I feel like Black Friday starts earlier and earlier every year, but just starting this week, Best Buy, Amazon, and Target just released some early Black Friday deals, and a lot of like new releases, 4K releases. They range from $7.99 and $9.99, and there's some $14.99 titles, but Best Buy has these cool shippers if your Best Buy sells Blu-rays, let me tell you, because mine just got remodeled, so I went to my Best Buy this past week, and I was super excited. Let's go see. So they said they weren't carrying Blu-rays before, and I said, let's just go check, because they had all the little shippers that were hitting stores for Black Friday, and unfortunately mine didn't have those. I went to Best Buy, and there was none to be found. They remodeled it, and guess what they have there? A bunch of refrigerators. I was like, how you gonna take out movies and put hella refrigerators? There's hella washers, dryers, and refrigerators that took up all the space of the Blu-rays. So there is a new release rack of Blu-rays. I got excited, you know, I can't see far, so I had to like go up close, and they're all video games, old games. You know, like the greatest hits, so like $9.99, $19.99 games, that's what was there. So y'all got rid of movies and put old games. Weird, right? So I just randomly asked one of the guys that were walking by, you know, customer service is dead, but I had to ask. I was just like, hey, do you guys have like a movie section, or do you guys carry Blu-rays? And he was like, he looked surprised. He looked like it was an alien or something. And he was like, well, we don't. And I was like, okay. He said, but we might. And I was confused. It's like, what do you mean you don't, but you might? He said, well, you have to ask. Ask who? I'm asking you. I was so confused. So what I'm assuming is, because when the new releases were coming out, I will say some of the steelbooks that were only at Best Buy, those you could order online for pickup. Maybe they just have a select few, but bitch, if y'all got them, why ain't they on the floor? Why do we have to ask or order online? It makes no sense. But you got all your refrigerators, and they had a bike. They had a jumbo working bike, you know, like a workout bike. You know, when I know nothing about that because I don't do that. But there's a whole bike in the middle of the damn store for people to try out. I don't know. They remodeled it. It looks nice. Has hardwood floors. Go Best Buy. But anyways, yeah, they don't carry movies. But I ordered online between Best Buy and Amazon, and we're gonna get into it. So I got a few titles that came out that I did not add to my collection early on. And we're gonna start with this one, Poltergeist in 4K. So Poltergeist is like a classic I used to watch as a kid. It's supposed to be haunted. It even has this warning sticker for people with epilepsy and all that good stuff. And I'm excited for this. But look at this. Look at the condition it came in. Look at that. This is what I'm saying. So Amazon, Best Buy, y'all is annoying as fuck. So it was $9, $9.99, and I was excited to own this, and I'm glad it came with a slip. That's one thing I was worried about with ordering online, that, oh hey, I might not get a slipcover. I know, collector problems. But they can't, I think it got wet. Look at this. So bad. This is awful. I should complain, but I don't want to be that person. Again, I'm usually that person. But yeah, so Poltergeist. So it is on sale if you guys want to add this to your collection. Hopefully, if you order it online, it does not come in the condition that mine did. But yeah, I'm going to maybe try to get a replacement. All right. Next up, I got part of the Black Friday early deals is The Lost Boys, another classic. I do own this like 3 or 4 times already, but I heard that the quality of the 4K release was pretty cool. So it did have a cool steelbook that was sold out, but I did get this, and I like that this slipcover actually looks okay. It is have a little ding here, but it's not as bad as the Poltergeist one. And yeah, it has the Blu-ray and digital code. All right. Next up is one I actually have not seen. You know, don't kill me and don't dislike this video for it. And it is Clockwork Orange. I love the slipcover on this. And it's the 50th anniversary, actually. So, I don't know. There's no new... I was just double checking. There's no new bonus features on this stuff. Doesn't look like it. All right. But Stanley Kubrick's Clockwork Orange hit 4K a couple weeks ago. So, it's kind of cool that this dropped in price so quickly. But yeah, this is also $9.99, so check your Amazon and Best Buy. You'd be lucky if you have them in store. That'd be easier, but also online right now, so take a look at that. And mind you, you can even go like to Bluray.com. That's where I look at a lot of my stuff. Click on the deals tab. There's a lot of movies that are like on sale right now. A lot of them I already own, which is why my stack isn't as big. But yeah, let's continue. Next one up is Minions: The Rise of Gru. All right, so this movie's okay. I like the first Minions. I like the first Despicable Me. Those were fun. They were funny. Minions are just, I don't know, they're overdone now for me. But I own the first one, and I own all the other ones. You know, the completist in me wanted to own this too. So Minions Part 2, the sequel to the Minions movie, is The Rise of Gru. The movie's okay. I mean, I don't know. It was just whatever. It's basically about he wants to be a part of this Adventures of Evil people. There's like this group of like people who rob banks and shit and like supervillains, and he wants to be a part of them and be this great supervillain. So it's about, and he gets his minions basically try to help him do that. But yeah, basically that's the story. You know, that stuff. It's nothing like that reinvents the wheel, but yeah, cool watch, especially for kids. Yeah, show your kids, nieces, nephews. Good movie for them. They might love that. And these Minions, they be saying some stuff. They be speaking all these different languages, Spanish, English, French, and they merge it together. And they be saying some cuss words, I think. Yeah, y'all don't catch, you gotta pay attention. This is adult. All right. Next up is one that I passed on as well, that is also on a Black Friday deal that just released recently, and it's Idris Elba's Beast. I hella liked this when I watched this in theaters, and I talked about it before. I hella forgot the next day that I seen it. But if you want to see Idris Elba punch, kick, and get away from a lion, this is your movie. It's action-packed. It kept me on the edge of my seat. I had a lot of fun with this movie. It's apparently the collector's edition. It says here, I don't know why, because there's not much to it. There's a few bonus features, making of, it says, and more. Creating the Beast and more. So I don't know whether it's the collector's edition, but I'm excited. The slipcover looks good, and yeah, I would recommend this movie. All right. And the last one, I don't know if this is part of the Black Friday deals, but this movie here was on a Black Friday, it was like 10 bucks as well, but it's Spontaneous. So this was released earlier in the year on Blu-ray. It came out a few years ago in 2020 on DVD only, and that's when I seen it. The reason why I purchased this one to upgrade is because this movie's great. I was just talking to Oksana here about this, and this cover is so funny. These two characters do look like they're brother and sister, but in the movie they're supposed to fall in love. And now I can't look at it the same, because if you look at it, they got the same hair, the same eyes, almost the same smile. This making this very ancestral. This is crazy. But anyway, Spontaneous is a crazy movie. It's like a comedy love story. Basically, these people live in this world now. Something happened. I don't know if something's in the water, but they just combust. They just blow up out of nowhere. They're in school and they're doing a lecture, doing a pop quiz, and they just pop, 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 literally. And I don't know. It's kind of a sad movie. I don't want to spoil this one too much, but if you haven't seen it, this is a great movie to watch called Spontaneous. It was pretty good. An explosive love story. All right. Cool. That was it for my Black Friday deals so far. Stay tuned because I might get some more in the future. But yeah, let's get into this week's releases. For the first release I picked up this week is She Will. Or She Won't, but apparently She Will. So She Will is a Shudder exclusive, and this is certified fresh. I didn't hear too much about this, but I remember seeing posters for it. And what captured me is Alice Cridge is in it. I don't know if I said her name right, but it's this lady right here. And I watched Sleepwalkers a lot when I was a kid, so a lot. And she played the mom. She was the cat mom in that, the one that was sleeping with her son. I know, disgusting. But it just says, Let Sleeping Demons Rise. So I think it's like a supernatural, possibly artsy film. I didn't hear much about this, but apparently it might be good since it's certified fresh. But yeah, there's no bonus features on this Blu-ray, no slipcover, bare bones. But I'm definitely looking forward to checking this out. She Will. And if you don't want to pick this up on Blu-ray, I think this is $14.99 this week. I think Best Buy actually carry this if your Best Buy has Blu-rays as well. But this is also streaming on Shudder, and it's from IFC Midnight. So yeah, She Will. All right, next up is another horror film that flew under the radar in my opinion, starring Radha Mitchell, and it's called Devil's Workshop from Lionsgate. And this also was $14.99. Look at this cover. It's very like, I don't know if this is gonna be like a knockoff of like, what is that movie that just hit theaters? Pray for the Devil? I hope it's better than that, honestly. But yeah, Lionsgate put this out. Again, no bonus features, but this has a really nice slipcover. And yeah, I don't know much about this is about. It's a, psychological thriller, it says. Yeah, no bonus features. This is crazy. Devil's Workshop. We all have our demons. We sure do. So yeah, if y'all seen this, let me know. I like the slip on this, and yeah. I don't know his name. Emil Hirsch. He's in this movie. I'm trying to see where he's from. Into the Wild. Have you guys seen that? I don't know. But yeah, Devil's Workshop. I don't know. All right. Next up, and the last release that I picked up this week is Earth Girls Are Easy. I guess Alien Girls are hard, but who knows? So this movie I have never seen, but this is from Vestron series, also from Lionsgate. But I've talked about this before, but Vestron puts out these cool Blu-rays with the slipcover. They're all numbered, and I have all of them so far. This one's number 27, and I've never seen this. I guess it's an 80s film. It has Gina Davis, Jim Carrey, Damon Wayans, Jeff Goldblum, and Julie Brown. This is a great cast, and I've never seen this movie. I've never even seen this poster. If you guys have seen this, let me know. But this is one I'm super interested in. I don't know if this is like a sci-fi comedy or not, but it says Valerie's about to discover how far a girl will go to find Mr. Right. So I guess she's gonna fall in love with an alien. Who knows? But Gina Davis is great. Y'all should check this out. If you're not, this is only $12.99 when it came out, but I think it dropped to like $10 as well. It's not bad for this cool little slipcover. And yeah, it has a digital copy as well. And stay tuned because next month, Vestron Series is putting out Silent Night, Deadly Night part 3, 4, and 5 in one set. It looks cool. I have that DVD set, and they're not good sequels, but I like watching holiday horror. And I do like part 5. I think part 3 was okay, but it was, I don't know, people probably didn't like that because it went way off board from part 2 and 1. But yeah, I don't know. So I'm so excited for this. And yeah, so that's it for this week's Blu-ray Tuesday. Don't forget to listen to the Overlook Hour. You can hear me on CNT Unfiltered, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.